Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Maxey. And here's Cooper against Hill. 4 on the shot clock. The three doesn't go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the defense successful, forcing him into a tough one. 124 left to play here in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for 3.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now, here's Maxey. Pulls the trigger. And the excellent defensive pressure does the job. And here's Richardson.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Richardson against Maxey. And just miss after miss right now. Richardson outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball as we present our player of the game.
And a peek into the locker room. Players, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. We've got Ben Simmons, Michael Porter out there with Duren, and it's Peterson in at shooting guard. Harden can't hit. And here's Detroit. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Daniels with it. 5 on the clock.
Strong defense from Durham. I like watching him make a difference on this end.
Simmons against Harden. Simmons, the pass to Duren. Misses the... Here's Harden. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Porter, the pass to Simmons. Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals doors. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
And he can't get the first one.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
He hits the second from the line. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season. A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Pass to Rodman. Back to Simmons. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Porter outside. And again, the Pistons missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Harden. Fires from deep. Duren with a rebound.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Pass to Peterson. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. On the wing, Daniels. Down low. Here's Klingon. Lays it up and banks it in.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Here's Peterson. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Harden. Now Jackson. Johnson a screen on Duren. Back to Johnson. They swipe it. Here's Peterson. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, this is one of his great strengths. Ben Simmons has outstanding vision.
Daniels outside. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Peterson, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
On the wing, Harden. Jackson outside. Pass to Klingon. Klingon with a screen. From deep, Johnson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
No coverage that time.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Donovan Clingan.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Guys, back to you.
A heavy veteran roster. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. The Pistons lead by 6. To the paint. Rodman's shot is good. Rodman's gotten his second bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Los Angeles. Aldridge comes in for Clingan. And Monroe's subbed in for James Harden. Knippel's checked in for the Pistons. Smith comes in for Peterson. Jackson, the pass to Johnson. From 12 feet. That one a little long. And here's Detroit. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Simmons. Duran with a screen on Johnson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And despite the turnovers, they're winning this game.
And Detroit making a change here. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Monroe. Driving to the basket. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the dunk by Duran.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duran makes for an easy target on the line.
Aldridge with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Knippel. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Wicks. And he buries his first look. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Wicks. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Willis. Here's Elliott, covered by Smith. Elliott passes to Monroe. And that one drops.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
To the middle. Here's Wicks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Monroe. The shot, no good. Giddey with a defensive effort. To the inside. Here's Wicks. The rebound by Willis. Here's Monroe, covered by Smith. Here's Elliott. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Wicks. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Smith out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Knippel, then it's Duren, and it's Rodman in at the 4 slot. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
James Harden, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Jackson, still without a bucket. Johnson a screen on Smith. 4 on the clock. Daniels finds Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Johnson's versatility really shows up in the pick and roll.
And Doris, the Clippers coach, Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Simmons, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Simmons has got 5 now.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Back to Harden, and stolen by Simmons. Inside. Detroit moving the ball around. Back to Duren. Pass to Smith. Puts up a 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. First free throw is good.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Detroit. Peterson comes in for Smith. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. Stolen by Jackson. Daniels outside. Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Klingon. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Duran with a screen on Harden. Harden against Simmons. To the inside. Rodman. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Oh boy, in total control of that possession. Ben Simmons, 6'10", point forward. Distribute that rock.
Jackson surveying the D. Outside Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Over Simmons. Harden misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Daniels. 14 points his last outing. Porter pulls it in. Pass to Peterson. Duran with a screen on Daniels. And here's Duran. Simmons with it. Harden picks him up. Launches it. Peterson. That one's good. Peterson's got 5 now.
Well, we understand Ben Simmons is a terrific passer with great vision. That one is nicely done on the kick out.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time to get up and get loud. Here's your hoop.
Second. Let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Pistons second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Daniels outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From deep. The Pistons clear it.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Porter. The Clippers grab the miss. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson with it. Now Porter defending. The shot by Johnson, no good. Detroit leading by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the 2-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Harden. Back to Johnson. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. going with a whole new group out there. And Detroit making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers on D. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Porter. Porter with a screen on Aldridge. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Giddey. From 17. And again, no good by Detroit.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
A 6'8" point guard. Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Here's Wicks. The shake. And he lays it up and in. Wicks has got his second bucket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Clippers trail by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Aldridge has gotten his second bucket of the game. Outside Giddey. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Reads the defense perfectly right there. Pretty dime by Josh Giddey.
1:27 left in the first half of this game. Knocked loose. And the Pistons pushing it up now. The pull-up jumper. And the Nichols checked in for the Pistons. Smith comes in for Peterson.
Second team foul. Pistons substitution. Knippel. Steve Smith.
There's a minute 12 left in the second period. 6 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Wicks the pass to Giddey. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Knippel from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Willis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Elliott. Giddey defends. Here's Monroe. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's Wicks. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
Here's Elliott. Wagner outside. Takes a 3. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. It'll be the Mavericks against the Celtics in Boston. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Clippers.
Well, they need to shore up a few things. I mean, one of the things is rebounding, and they're just getting out-hustled.
And out-muscled and out-tussled. Can't let that happen to you.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. They've got Johnson, James Harden out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Jaren Jackson, and it's Klingon in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Harden. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Duren. On the wing, Porter. Here's Peterson. Down low. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Saturday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Miami, where they'll take on the Heat.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Clippers trail by 11. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Harden against Simmons. Now here's Harden. Tightly guarded. Counted. Harden's got his first points of the night.
Well, James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. I'll tell you, the defense is pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Simmons against Harden. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And taking a look at last year's stats, here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Dyson Daniels on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season, taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
The first free throw is good. Off on the second. Clippers trail by 10. To the inside, Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Pistons lead by 9. Pass to Duren. Here's Simmons, and he makes it on the layup. Simmons has got 8.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
Here's Harden. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Detroit.
And they've mostly abandoned the corner 3-shot. But you can't blame them the way the defense has been closing them out down there. So they've had to find their points elsewhere on the floor.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Daniels outside. Outside Johnson. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. And it's 6 points for James Harden.
Well, Harden has made a career of his ability to navigate into the painted area. Boy, this guy, if he gets inside, look out, turn the lights out.
And the dunk by Duren.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Klingon, pass to Harden. Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, sometimes it's just pick your poison trying to guard James Harden, especially in pick and roll action.
Here's Rodman. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Got it. Simmons has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Daniels outside. Pass to Klingon. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. Harden for 3. Harden's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Duren with a screen on Harden. On the wing, Porter. This one for 3. Rebounded by James Harden. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 8. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Pass to Klingon. Simmons against Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Fourth, the Clippers.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. It's Giddey on the wing, defended by Harden. Here's Wicks. Give him 8 points now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And he drops it first. For the Clippers, Aldridge is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And Monroe's subbed in for Harden. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Clippers trail by 7. Daniels passes to Wagner. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Pass to Willis. And here's Daniels. There's the 3. And it's Giddey with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Knipple, outside Giddey. Duren, the screen. To the middle. And the dunk by Duren.
Guys, there is no doubting the passing ability of Josh Giddey. Pretty look.
Here's Monroe. Driving in. Pass to Willis.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Wicks grabs the board. Wicks has got 6 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Daniels passes to Monroe. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Wagner's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot. Mr. Wagner.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Making some changes here. Pass to Harden. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Jackson for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Rodman. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Harden. Johnson a screen on Simmons. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's Rodman. Now Duran. Give him 8 points now. Outside Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Harden. Simmons, no good. Johnson with it. Give him 8 points now. Now here's Harden. Lets it fly. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Detroit on top, leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Keep trusting, all right? First half, the ball's moving. We got to keep the ball moving. Can't go one-on-one individual. We got to keep the ball moving. They can't stop moving the ball, drive it, kick it. We get anything we want.
Well, their offense is stagnating a bit here in the second half.
And he's right. Too much isolation. Move the ball. Good shot to great shot.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Smith. Also Ben Simmons out there. Duran out there with Knippel. And it's Rodman in at the power forward. Count it. Harden's got 11 points here in the second half.
This is one of the specialty shots of James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater. Good night.
Now here's Smith. Simmons, the pass to Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Pass to Jackson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Pistons.
First team. Pistons substitution. Number 17. Michael Porter Jr.
On defense, Detroit. They've led by as many as 11. Jackson with a screen on Smith. 5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he's going for the lob. Johnson passes to Harden. Lets a floater go. The rebound by Detroit. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Johnson passes to Harden. Pass to Daniels. Inside. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Rebound Detroit. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Now Simmons. Duran the screen to the inside. And the dunk by Duran.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Harden, the pass to Daniels. Pass to Johnson. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Now here's Harden. Over Simmons. That one rolls around and rims out.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Pass to Knippel. Duren with a screen on Johnson to the middle. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, nice pass. Knippel with the high basketball IQ. He just knows how to generate offense.
Now here's Daniels. Left side, Johnson. Now Klingon, covered by Duren. Duren with a steal. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Daniels passes to Harden. Six on the shot clock. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
With the hook shot, Simmons from down in the low post, it goes. Simmons has got 4 points now in the quarter. Harden, the pass to Johnson. Now here's Klingon, covered by Duren. Here's Daniels. The long ball, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now here's Duren. Right side, Simmons. Porter! Misses the three!
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Ooh, it doesn't go. The Pistons lead by 15. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Rising up. Knippel really showing his verticality.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
And check out who's coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers.
Now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. Clippers trail by 17. Harden outside.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he can't stop the run as that misses.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Duren. Outside Simmons. Now Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Daniels outside. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
When you look at the stats, if this wasn't a total...
I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to take one game in this season series. It was an uphill climb.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Ben Simmons.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
And the Pistons shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Shoots a three. The triple drop.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task.
Earlier in the game, they led by 19. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Duran. Stolen by Jackson. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Ben Simmons.
players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Chandler out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Jason Kidd. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's McGrady in at the shooting guard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smith kicks to Hamilton. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
An all-around talent. I like whenever Smith finds his open teammates.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here is Hamilton, following the miss by Jason Kidd.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Pass to White. Cleveland moving it around. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as this season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Now here's Kidd to the wing on the left. Banchero left side. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Phillips, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Start for them. Here's McGrady. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here is Kidd following the score by Cleveland. Count that one. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Billups. Smith against Banchero. Smith kicks to White. Phoenix grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Chandler with a screen for Banchero. No good there. Smith with the defensive effort. And White kicks to Hamilton. Pass to Billups. Taken away by Kidd. Banked in off the glass.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Now here's Wallace. Hamilton outside. Down low. Chandler with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by White. Left side, Billups. Pass to Smith. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. And the dunk by Chandler.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Banchero. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding. Just a force on the backboard.
Hamilton with it. Picked up by Thompson. And White slams it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
It's a completely new group for Cleveland. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Damian Lillard is second.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Oakley kicks to Lillard. Hibbert pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate, and it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Damian Lillard talked about what it would mean to his legacy to win a title. He said, "My body of work does speak for itself. I don't think I have to prove it to anybody. It's more for myself, honestly. And I just want to be like, yeah, I've done all these things, but I want a championship too." Guys, back to you.
Chasing that ring. Okay, Allie, thanks. So it's the Cavaliers now, following the score by Phoenix. 3-on-3. Payton outside. To the inside. Here's Oakley. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Here's Edgecombe. Still without a basket. Harper sets a pick for Edgecombe. Into the lane. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A supreme athlete. Edgecombe can blow through the contact.
Richmond outside. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Shoots over Edgecombe. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Payton against Butler.
Hey, right there.
1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. White is out there with Chauncey Billups. Then there's Richard Hamilton. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Smith in at the power forward.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Outside, Billups. White setting the big for Billups. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kidd kicks to McGrady. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McGrady's got his second bucket of the night.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. And stolen by White. And it's Hamilton that time on the assist by White. Hamilton's got 5.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Kidd. Thompson looking for an opening. Inside, here's Oakley, and Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
Just living around the hoop. Oakley, man, he is a ferocious finisher.
Hamilton outside. Smith outside. With his first shot attempt, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Suns trail by 7. Kidd dishes to Brown to the left side wing. Oakley kicks to Kidd. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. It's good. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Smith. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. Over Thompson. And it's Hibbert missing. Suns trail by 5. Thompson right side. From downtown. And that's collected by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hamilton outside. Smith with a screen on Kidd. Pass to Hibbert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's White. From outside, off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Outside, Kidd. Cavaliers with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to McGrady. Out to Thompson. Here's Kidd. And stolen by Billups. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Round. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. 11 feet away, and it's White missing. Suns trail by 7. Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Kidd. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Hibbert. Here's White. That 3 off the mark.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. White covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
The Suns shooting their first foul shots of the night here. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Brown. Banchero comes in for Oakley. Richmond, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. And it's Damian Lillard in for Jason Kidd. He's off on the first.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And he sinks the second. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. Wallace with the screen on Lillard. And here's Harper from the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Banchero with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. Richmond kicks to McGrady. Pass to Chandler. Richmond against Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Richmond no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. To the paint. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Edgecombe. Wallace has got his 3rd basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Back to Lillard. Richmond outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, their pass it to Wallace. Chandler with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Richmond no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Banchero kicks to Lillard. Banchero passes to Richmond. And he banks in the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Taking a peek now at the up. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Tracy McGrady. Banchero is out there with Thompson. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Chandler in at the 5, down low. Phillips with a screen for White. Latrey cranes the three-pointer. White's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kicks it out to Banchero. And he comes up with the deuce. Banchero's got his first 2 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Pass to Phillips. Lets the three fly. Another three for Cleveland.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Phillips against Kidd. To the middle. Banchero inside. Good work defensively by Smith.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Hamilton kicks to Smith. Ball is with a screen on Banchero. Tips it. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Suns trail by 8 to the inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
White finds Smith. Back to White. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith outside. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 5. And stolen by Phillips. Pass to Hamilton. Over Thompson. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Chandler's got 6 rebounds in the game. McGrady against White. Outside Kidd. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. Gary Payton is checked in for the Suns. Richmond comes in for McGrady. Hibbert with a screen on Kidd. Here's Phillips. Here's Hibbert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Richmond. Chandler trying to free himself up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on White.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing foul.
The Suns making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Phillips against Richmond. Phillips dishes to Hamilton. 6 on the shot clock. It's White on the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Richmond the pass to Banchero. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Chauncey Billups.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to get him at the line, then that's what he is more than willing to do.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Caron Butler's checked in for Hamilton. Edgecombe comes in for Derek White. And it's Harper in for Chauncey Billups. And the Suns making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Payton kicks to Lillard. Richmond outside. Banchero outside. And the Suns miss again. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Harper. Hibbert with the screen for Harper. Down low. And Roy Hibbert, the bucket on the assist from Ron Harper. Hibbert's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Lillard. Gets a very good look and converts.
Man, that jumper on balance and on point. Lillard working over that medium range there.
Wallace outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Harper slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a change for the Suns. Oakley, he's checked in for Banchero. And Phoenix has possession. It's a 3-point game. Payton with a screen on Harper. Inside. And the basket by Payton. Payton's got his first bucket of the night.
Known for his scoring there. Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Grant sets a screen for Harper. Over Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
And that one falls for Harper. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Suns trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Edgecombe with it. Wallace outside. And here is Harper. It's rebounded by Brown. Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Up top, Oakley. Richmond outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Edgecombe. Richmond no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They lead by 1. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Wallace with a screen for Harper. Pass to Edgecombe. And another miss by Cleveland. The Suns shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Richmond. Sinks the 15-footer. Richmond's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Wallace with the screen on Lillard. Harper's shot. Good. Harper's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Basket good. Richmond's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Butler against Payton. Wallace a screen. With 1 on the clock, and it's good on the way in. Wallace has got 8 points. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 1. And do not go away. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Rip Hamilton out there with Smith. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Grant. And it's Billups in at the point guard. Billups against Lillard. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Billups. It's White on the wing. Back to Billups. It's up a 3. Shot shot missing. Good work defensively by Lillard.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Van Carroll looking around. Lillard misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hamilton the pass to Smith. Billups from outside. Billups with another miss.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Pass to Van Carroll. Outside for Kidd to tie it up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Grant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Billups. That doesn't go either for Billups.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Troy Hibbert's checked in for Horace Grant. And the Suns also making a change. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Lillard. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Lets it go from 11. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Suns trailing. Banchero outside. And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Banchero against Smith. Clock at 6. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hamilton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Billups. Outside, White. Hibbert with a screen on Kidd. And White kicks to Billups. Jacks up a 3. Kidd with the steal. And now Kidd pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Kidd. And the Suns lead by 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Down low, Billups. Nice D from Chandler.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But, hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Thompson passes to Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunny. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Harper in for Chauncey Billups. Hamilton kicks to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. To the middle. Here's White. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It's stolen by McGrady.
Doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Hamilton outside. It's stolen by Banchero. Thompson outside. Chandler with the screen on Harper. And Kidd, here we go. Flees it in off the window. Here's White. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Six-point game. Jacks up a 3. That one is off.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Here's Banchero. For 3. The shot misses.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Phoenix leading by 6. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Good! Lays it right in there. Cleveland now, time running out. Smith gets the pick for Harper. White outside. And down goes the 3.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Phoenix.
Harper with the steal. Hamilton with it. Now Chandler defending. Here's Smith. Stolen by Thompson. Now Banchero. The basket is good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulleys right through it.
Outside Harper. Now Smith. It's stolen by Banchero. And get the 3.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Good! And that's an intentional foul.
Derek White, 4, 13 foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Ron Harper, first, 14 foul.
It's the first that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And the Cavaliers call time here. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making team a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
From outside, Banchero vacuums it in. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tyson Chandler.